turn my pit into a well. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum, Adum, Wadum. I've been through a lot, but grace sustained me. My test is now a testimony. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum, Adum, Wadum. It was you, my lawyer in that courtroom. It was you, my soldier on that battlefield. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum, Adum, Wadum. Hey, Adumo, Nyame, Adumo, Adum, Adum Tina Metiasi, Eya Wadum Tina Mewoho. Lord, the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum, Adum, Wadum. Hey, Adumo, Nyame, Adumo, Wadum. Eya Adum Tina Metiasi, Eya Wadum Tina Mewoho. Lord, the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum, Adum, Wadum. Who has changed my story? Who has given me a song? Turn my mourning into dancing. It is you and just your grace. You have changed my story. Protocol breaker, you made a way. You turned my mourning into dancing. It is you and just your grace. Could not have made it without you. Hey. Could not have sailed through without you. Your loving kindness, grace and mercy brought me through. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum, Adum, Adum. Could not have made it without you. Hey, could not have sailed through without you. Papa, your loving kindness and grace and mercies brought me through. So the essence of my praise is all centered on your grace. Adum, Adum, Adum. Hey.
Hello. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, baby. May that was say, and then so when you're a bre, the community and the law. So, your friend will recruit from Pond, Menobetna, don't hear me no idea, Nimu, na yadin como bibri at your bro, and then come on at the pa, and in tea may so say, Bomodia say, you're live on Facebook, you're live on YouTube, now you're live or about radio, so you're live at PAM TV, so. And our other channels, so no, but what the answer will be free will be no catch and said the community and the law is live. Now, yeah, but now then come out and remove at the part na enika at the abroad. Yani BWF solicitors in the AD Jimay. BWF solicitors, our North London, our UK. 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road no so our 7 Sisters na we a juma Monday to Friday every anopa 9:30 ekosi anwumre 6 o'clock and then oye emra de yeti ase de hhre mu de applications titru away asetena mu awade ene divorce family matters sanso so na wo de document bi kwa ban mu pese lawyer ni check him out and as say wo sign contract bi wonti ase wo pese lawyer ni ehwe ho asem mawa BWF solicitors and I may come for a day amount my most mawe 0208 493 7340 on telephone number with me after a book appointment. Now say BWF solicitors at near the community of the law at the brewer. Na me be house at say. I'm sorry if you say COVID that's all protocols no we are to good. Debbie mentungu na yonya mo ho by nenche. UKDSA from the 21st of June, the 4 weeks come na yahasi be nyina afri and so wo de meme de and it will be a be nyina ebeboa ama yetimi anti ho afri COVID-19 every 2019 December abewe am kan ahye dem to this time no ebetimi ayi afri ho ene edan ena yede ebrewo de brewo ene no things that have to be done right. So I say we catch them in you can't trust her. But if you are doing something and you don't do it right, it will never get right. And until me bisa say 30th June eba besia kwe. Lawyer from penny for amayati say point-based system, any other means of entering into the UK, settling, working, joining families, and the rest of it. How do you correctly apply for a position like that? Na nempese mi try ni na me healthcare workers and nurses. One here, a month for titi baby was me the nurse for coverage. If you don't do it right. But today I am going to show you how to do it right and how to get it correct. And we train on so knowledge on some of the information we have churned out in the various programs we have brought to you. The community and the law, a BWF solicitors and a day air war. And the last but one weekend of the month of June. Next one, number besen kwa na EUSS applications na apahon. Okay.
Wonim say EU nationals nyina ne won ebusuafo a wonye EU nationals nyina o se wo apply ma EUSS ansa June busome akona wieye afi 2021 mu. Se wanya ebe ha won kratasem a wo de ti UK. Se won to anamon we na wo apply EU settlement scheme and train last minute ansa. Ehun hia yie pa se obebotumi a wo de tena UK no ho ban. Na wo hia legal advice bi anso a pebi. We koma EU ana EA amanfo nyina wo kra registration certificate ana permanent registration certificate ana ebusuafo a yama won residence cards ana permanent residence cards a ewo EA registration 2016 no mu. Se wonya ye we nyina na se wo sefata apply pre-settled and settled status answer 30th June 2021. EU settlement scheme pre-settled status eba na wieye ewo 30th June 2021. Na mum ehun me hia yie se obe apply no ntem na edwe gine yie. Na hye so se we koma omo wo UK answer 31st December 2020 a wo kura won krata esefata nyina edi won adanse. Se wendi immigration mrei so na wonni adanse die bia eche mretenti a watena UK se ana EU nationals no nso a eno so betimi ahawodaache se wo apply wo British citizenship. BWF solicitors ewo nimdie fa UK immigration law na omo aboa ebusuafo bebree wo applications a efa home offices EU settlement schemes no ho. Wonti bebree asia for BWF solicitors in Tempara ewo 020 849 37340 ana 077 127 61884.
Yo, eni na mabawa manye yese yetete abete na niche mu anu no. Kakrakra ye ko. Eni nti emma empa wo. Minim se bebre nti obebisa no beka na me pacho yaka time no aso. TikTok, the clock ticks away. And don't let it take away and take you away. Be part of the conversation. You're live at Facebook, BWF Solicitors. You're live at YouTube, BWF Solicitors. Samsung you're live at Abawa Radio so at UK. And you're live at PAAM TV. A Pastor Augustine Nabaji and then a Busian phone so at so we are seeing na airshare. A brand new swan, Obitimi Afraying at 0208 123 1016. 0208 123 1016. And also be send a text and a WhatsApp on AFA 07950 422 780 07950 422 780. And then me wo mini aba na my tea ewa ha na I just say Africa pa and away a typical Ghana. Sanso so ena me wo minia penny ane me yonko say I'm say mo beti ase pa e de akatechi na bom nti ewa your lawyer Richard Bodu Nkrumah RBN so say me the title am de amana RBN. I'll tell you why later on because now I'm packaging him into a proper brander and also so but lawyer yamwakwa
Yo, penny senior, so because senior now or more. I'm out for you come out for some amount for business. I'm out for business.
Thank you. Oh, you got a cheap papa.
So, good afternoon, sir. And then good afternoon, my lovely Madam Tina.
Good afternoon.
Sir, yeah, that's because African queen.
Yes,
Now the otitum say anya sam kitwa.
So culture no.
Yeah, me do African.
That's very good. Na me fa en chance kese so ma etie for say and Saturday minimum sir ye bobo. Nti nipa no bebre hwe football. But ye pam cho mo hwe football no so na mo hwe emra no so ho asem kakra because said the senior okay, you know, 30th of June is just around the corner.
That's right.
Na enema be brain na ebe sesa ebe higher dream wo yasetena e wo UK hanimu enti me pa cho we are coming into your homes so they are na your president kana mama ye aso kakra bi na ye mfa mamo updates ni ne bia e koso especially 30th of June no e ba be twam no na how e be se continue na yatena krom ha na yatimi aye legal aye adwuma ana say ye dey family members be free amanone abahanum in the event of the fact that ade ana boa yen kese pa ma yatimi nya ye busiafo mo baha no abawie ye free movement EU na ye fie ni hwe ba bi fufuro nso so say Thursday no na me ka bibi say we're going to be very strong advocate in terms of this skilled visa applications, see, because say no you lack it behind in terms of Asia for no more edia continue was migrant skilled worker applications in but now you focus it all the time on family migration up in this FM me worry na my family maba asema ye be kan na so no so nyame ye wadom na utimi application na successful obetimi de woma and now we ukunu so aka ho abakroma nti yenya so na yentie
we there we try ye fufu na mo na tonkwan no pepepe enu nti me mpesa wo bekọ ba bia frɛ obi na ka kire no sɛ enkomo no ye de hye ase ebi onso so share the page na ofoforo nso enya bi menya dodo na ɛwɔ ahoma no so mo show up or in the class na along the line no ye bebodi wompini Adam nom Elizabeth Tilly lawyer okay lawyer wo house so that's all pages so that's very good or fire also so ewa ha krobia asante me da say so ene ye wokaku oware ene dodoa ka ho no nti oba na wonso wapeke pages no wa share na amanfo ensa can be live on YouTube, live on Facebook na ansa na ye be koye ne no ye wo a couple of updates enua na mayete ede ebrayen no nti mo me enda ne na afi na over to you.
That's Reku. Nidikan, it's for me. Damas say Moshe na mechicha munina so. Ya mama kwa banso basa dumedi so. senior munu aba manyana ati medru ha ne mempensam na medical chiaso me share e kan say Charles Asma me sama no happy belated birthday biomti timia me say me blow from a bit air man yo yankoswe update ben na yewo ansa na meka update no mama ndi kan enkancho say BWF solicitors for ye ne omudi dwume ndwuma bebre na omoye na ebini sen wati omoden ubisa kra omo kra dia na omoye lawyer papa for pa na ye kano kanesen ye hwehwe solicitors a me meka say they are the #1 excellent solicitors e wo krom ha ana say na ye hwe omo ndwuma nso omoye na che say when we talk of success rates senior omo edin sam na omo di kunim wo mo no na che say omo ye outstanding yeah but outstanding so na je say excellent no any distinction ma fa ne nyina saa nso na wo hwe mredodro ma practicing tia omo sa nimdie aburo so na je say over 28 or say 29 years a omo di sa adwuma na je say omo wo kra anka omo se say omo ananana enti omo dwuma ho de omo aye bi saa nso na ye kan reviews mbia reviews lawyer yinimi omo ye reviews nso a omodwuma ho ti ankasa ene say obru be ka say excellent reviews na che say BWF solicitors omodine mu pa omoye award winning specialist immigration law firm e wo London ha na wo hwe immigration law expert na sorry by law society no e wo England and Wales na che say omodine mu fia and we are committed to getting you the best results that you deserve. Omono omasam no. Yenhwe edwumede a omoye. Eba no immigration and nationality a. Eni emfa baby e o. Omo say we provide a comprehensive service for those who seek advice and representation in all areas of United Kingdom nationality and immigration law. Omo dinemu fia. Yankoswe yanka say family law de obie nim family law ebi ni nyawe yenhwe divorce yenhwe separation yenhwe financial disputes yenhwe domestic violence omo yenom papa maso ene omo krono ebubo obumo no fa wasem down mo wo family law ebi anso ni children care proceedings no ana say wardship ana guardianship no and public law proceedings no just say bibia for family law you can family law there BWF solicitors say as specialists in family law we provide confidential advice with effective representation to our clients in all areas into areas am dey kan boy no omugine mu nyina yenkoso enye ho nko a o tore bi abrofo na besusu nso no oto bo ase obeti ase bi ne yesi dispute resolution omokromo ne hwan omo say whether you need representation on matters of clinical negligence someone in clinical negligence and as a personal injuries and as a public or private legal dispute no our civil litigation specialists can support you through a negotiation process or court action. Nature say, omo ya de pa BWF solicitors ye di kan akacho baby a omo se wo hwehwe omo a bomoden na bra 7 sisters tube station so omo ho na yenhwe nugget a na watwi omo de to ho e de ma meka nugget na che say nimde nkitinkiti bi a ye de hye botom na ye de nante no ene say omo say ye ka immigration officers any entry clearance no yenhwe nia eka wo ho omo say immigration officers and entry clearance officers must put suspicious or dishonesty to applicants before refusing the application for procedural fairness as false representation require dishonesty to be established brofuna mekan me dey a lawyer for handsome mbia na mantiase but lawyer rich wa ha obechechom ase see mere non-disclosure does not establish that and dishonesty is not a foregone conclusion in immigration application sa brofi mesrew lawyer rich wa ha obechechom ase amame why me damase won koso a na won tie ye ba
Yeah, where you brought from free on one and me there come along, Richie. Na Menquena, Rich me maybe say, Sa negative debate 2 AJ. Day and a chair. It's an immigration officer, ultimate non-disclosure. A symbol house or catch on the one can and obetimedia a quantity and answer to say.
Well, quickly, for a typical example, when we application, we say there are requirements that was a meeting. For example, open so offer oba a free Ghana eba when we are sponsor. And our application, one of the requirements maybe also we show relationship. So evidencing relationship, I also would be birth certificate and as a DNA report, a corner issue say I am passe or banny applicant here or your application about Chroma say. We application and I will present birth certificate, ebia oh Chroma, so there be an oma uncle or brother be and our sister be said. Abigail Abba, but when you chrome Abigail this 17 by your one on your birth certificate mano and time or be train na fair copy birth certificate mano and the uncle inquire birth set mano. Now you know a word of caution. Sometimes the catcher no so uncle sa birth certificate in 1 year mauno. Eh be now on dream moon dear or dream say a paper. Nti okọ osu duana se ho na no so
ya bobia man no
ya kese bakopa na birth and death register em say dan is be o my new one I don't know that one does like a bungalow okọ ho na okọ hu ye brothers ni ma omotete ho na omotata ne ma no commission of oaths na omotype ne ma kama but okọ ho na oka chense mpacho me birth set ama Abigail for some we don't know baby omunya sa documents ne free na wa bobia ama no say we shall be come because when they compare the 1 year free birth for no one the same and we post by and answer what the ma Abigail and what the application now disclosure what they share Adiana I say a war intention say obey the CV entry clearance officer now what's many advantage war application away na what they call you know and home office for and entry clearance manager no check in who say start document in our president no fake and I say genuine. Now, case law in Nigeria, no 2010 no say, and Sana Home Office for bail refusal application. I also want to be put to the applicant to demonstrate say document now almost suspect say fake and genuine. Or no assembly or wafaka ho. It is all sure recently we introduced the same law into the EUSS applications. In the first nanka suitability no higher or EU application, but it's only the become. So recently problems are the reason why you did we are better one say EU applications now you can fire bar you abano birth certificate my problems. Okay, but then this case law say I was a home office for me amount the chance to really argue your case out as to why you have presented a document that is deemed to be fake. And it is a more intend to refuse, no notice now. Now when your chance. And recently case I may uncle or kofane matu same scenario me painty to the end and say you call G letter from the birth and death registry Ghana say certificate omuana issue. But there is a problem. There was a director for birth and death registries some time ago. Only free honor will be for buy. But we application recently almost a birth set will be for a sign. There some. So the confirmation was that yes, this birth and this birth certificate was actually issued from this department. SAR signature also is not a problem. So the other sometimes your console no matter say any issue SAR birth certificate Then your argument and then say because of say a document in our present and what disclosing is fake. But was it your intention
so they be deceive?
No.
Opposite.
So if there cannot be an established intention of you deceiving Home Office, then they cannot because they refuse you on the basis of this. One a bit more banning for 5 or 10 years.
So that is what the papa now they call.
Exactly, the case law is talking about. So sometimes what we do is that a bit like okay, someone say a fake crumpa, obey new birth certificate original because Ghana Constitution so here article says baby just say you wab fra and woman say was registered within a year of the birth, but so one registered within the year of the birth, you still have an opportunity to register the birth after by doing all of these things. Number one, say, what the baptismal certificate, historical birth evidence, as supporting, sir, birth, no fee. Then they will register the birth. So, ultimately, register no nyasa certificate. Normally, it's a home office for refuse. So, you court, you any cases in, and then they say, you catch a judge, say, home office was who presented documentation fake, but he had no needs our intention. Sometimes we say, okay, we are DNA, what cut it assembly, but you know, some make us say, make us out, Casacomo, a boa DNA, no. We are so from science never proves our banana. Okay, if that is the case, then there is no requirement to do a DNA for start, because there is no requirement to do a DNA. No. Birth certificate is a conclusive proof of relationship evidence, and therefore, with me, any son supporting now the new application or if the quota, you can win. So, case the MA said there is a bit of an obligation on the entry clearance officer to really put the case to you first, to give you an opportunity, a platform to tell your side of the story before they make a decision. Because sometimes, although you have presented a document that is deemed to be fake, you may not have the intention. It is alright, you heard criminal law, you're criminal law. But then criminal law say, and sana, you bet me a committee will be say, or deep bonnie, and I also there should be element of mens rea and actus reus. Now, mens rea, and they say, what the intention? Who said, what the car board, you know, I say a criminal offense.
But
do you have the intention to kill the person? No. So you didn't have the intention, but you had the actus reus because the act has been committed. And no, you do reasons work on you understand sometimes. And that is the so this is how it works. Inti me pacho say what the document be echo necessary be say who lawyer na ontimi package ade ni nyina ma oye say although you've done the act, you didn't have the intention to do that.
Lawyer, that's say we know way baby. I just say BWF solicitors. But me introduce the program and me sign kind bill say 30th of June Barbesian come. Me say lawyer sign a boy and kokakre be quickly and sunny about a net topic no so because a very interesting one to discuss. But sabi saman kanchre wa na mayo bone saman kanchre na mabo chimodin saman kanchre wa na bia na ebo apayo da bi sa abo apayo no so menye enti me sign aba lawyer Richard ho na bisa say 30th of June year eba be sen akoi are we safe encrofo aye and answer still
we are safe, I should say, because you've done a good job. Tina done a good job. Tina de said 30th of June. I'm say onyane odana onyane na over 30th of June. You must have done it. You must have done it. You know, so we say lawyers now omoko platform super bia enye yemkwa. You know, one interesting thing, I'm saying my principal will be very proud of this. So when Uncle Ben set out to really publicize the idea that we should educate our community, so Omonye very aware of the facts that why yes idea we are starting in temper and to any idea to ejima bohondero. But video na my produce, you know, mami ekasa de asai chi kama you know. So who call Google na all type EU settlement scheme. Videos banning yet no etosu 2 who say oh boy na eno about with the government one na show say
the government the free BWF solicitors never.
So it was very I mean major research said me banti me bank programs major research na yes a lot and I'm saying for EUSS application a deadline and then I saw our video on the government website actually. Because they pick it up to know that it's really sending a message. Of course, the Chi one is there. They title it it's a local dialect, and then the English one is there. And people are really clicking on that. So that is
award for the back.
I think so. I think that
because
should be a base
for Pretty Patel to pick it up.
Yeah. So that is very good. So Uncle Ben, thank you for that because it does really make a difference in terms of the publication of Sadeland. It's a Yamba 30th of June. Now, yes, say BBS and name is son also system home. Internet be design and come because I never be sister. Ayana mistake here and say Abibi as a client of Frau almost say lawyer EU law ni bury 30th of June. There EU law no bury already. You free movement directive 2004-38 you know east you know 31st of December
2020.
Na emo no omunim say nipa ye hard enti no yakasa adena ba awieye no ye ma ye grace period. Enti grace period na 6 months from 31st of December up to 30th of June. Yes say na emre bi yes a free movement. One of the cornerstone of EU. The formation say ebetime to quite freely akọ baby. Remember UK yenye member of the Schengen agreement. Nti yen de no free movement no kwa na ma yetimi ene yenua mo European Union no mo etimi edi nkomo ana yetu kwan. Ena yakoto ba de free sa union yi mu. Ena ese sa law na etimi boa ema yetimi tu kwan no aba awieye. Nti wontimi ntu kwan ko baby abiem. But EU for no other countries no omo betina kroma on paper na you were 3 million EU nationals or more UK. But all the family members who they are a lot of people here who are here on the basis of the EU law. And to say no na sa law na ma omo timi ba ha na ba wie no omo be den. So are they going to be asked to leave the UK or how can they and no nyina say okay me patcho so wo ha idie ye application route to be EU settlement scheme, free. Go online, just fulfill. Actually, the form, completing the form, no won't take you more than 20 minutes. Now, what you complete area. And most information to say first, no. Now we EEA family permit application, no EEA residence card application. Over completing 100-page document. If this were to be a paper form, it would have been about 3 or 5 pages. Complete it. And number 2, also will show. So we EU ni. So we Germany, Holland, whatever. We scan it or passport because biometric. Now with the evidence just chroma. Proof of address. Yes. Sometimes so what the NIA jump put there. We application I was scanning or the na catch to say because we all juma say ko ni hanko. It will quite won't upload any evidence of residence but say be a onye juma no more because of bibi and my say chroma say. Now the and first and then within weeks then come with the confirmation about say but say I'm so be but the good thing is that if you have done the application there's no problem at all because you are secured. First near worry say bia unya decision na not that if you do there will be any problem. There's no problem because all share statement of changes in the buy and I say if you have submitted application under EUSS, then we know you. So you met the requirements, what you have to do. So that is fine. You just do that. And in particular, if you say, what I did me say yes, so I'm say confused kakra more UK already no. We EU ni and answer we EU family member. Into EU ni EU family member yamount. Old one residence card no e be crumpa dey amount permanent resident obi was say o me jai ware EU ni no cry long time but me permanent resident so I'm no longer part of this EU thing. Please you are still part of the EU something because whatever you have now stemmed from EU law and therefore you will not be recognized beyond 30th of June. Enti o card uni card we are a card we yes application now why secure why safe. Meaning say last week we introduced you another policy almost say water down the harshness of missing the deadline. Say in fact so miss the deadline on now ultimate trading. Say be now say we need internet, we need computer, maybe I want it. In fact one uncle Ben I said there must spend this car one to the other na minion too. And I said be we disabled when you be a man now prison. Me what clients bear for EU national more prison. How much for that? Because so we are EU national. I'm finding a way to do for them, but if I can't do for them, that is a good reason why they couldn't do it. Because it's either may your passport and the home office, and then your picture, but picture no prison is not forthcoming. That is a good reason why they couldn't do it. And then later, if I get a chance, I can do for them. So there is but please, because I say there is a chance that beyond that, which my energy say overtrained. So the home office for the behavior and say no, it has been unpredictable. Imagine say we are EU national crown now free. you know, Italy back room, it me question or not sometimes it me return be there, not so mobile hard pa. It me pacho deadline 30th of June. On Thursday, yeah, program no na senior friend no can say rich na program crowd record adani you it's because it's very close in it.
Yes,
I'm saying you're spending more time on it because already you are spending more resources on it. So yeah, and in a way, and you know, there is a deadline, 30th of June. So we your application on in decided crowd we secure.
At least we be atum.
For some reason, being to went to me and we know kind of kick to me, so be you but so when to me, there is still an opportunity for you to do if you have a good reason why you couldn't do that.
I didn't know what's now. Now, compare reason be now, if you now convince you be say, we ain't na me bacho, yen 30th of June, and then 19th. Okay, I can 11 day doors. Application now, what day less than 20 minutes na year day. 11 days doors. Into Mr. And Yama me know me kontokwa in 2 weeks' time. But the TBA every year. I was here and then so you didn't come out some bro na ansani bekoso no. Mami kamfo menuanom ene adofo a yensa aka won ewo ahoma so dodo no mo bana say ya recognize mo sa yiri say munya bre emma senia ye senior kan no ene ebi hwebo ne nso so wanya daji aba wompini adam was good evening sanso so ana ye wo Georgina Owusu or say hi bro yes says to say ye wo Elizabeth Abna Bedu. Good day, lawyer Richard Katechi Bosiako.
That's my sister.
That's your sister? Oh, okay. Oh, my sister.
Yeah,
I remember
your last born.
Okay. So I can't RBN no. That's right. Tilly, also so Oha Eda CP Yami Insha Ofaya say Ureku, it's me Krobia Sante. Oh, Edinburgh, Yami Insha. Zara Bonsu and so I was so Sanso and your war a year Mame Efua. Hi lawyer, hope you're doing well. My regards to all lawyers at BWF solicitors. Now about thing waha ye war Patricia Foster. Me war Margaret Adu Mensa Atimagi da CP ofule yang babia yakubia nyame inshaw. Michelle P. Sanso and your Miss Patavia, Sanso Abu Yawa Na Nyako, Ebenezer Hope, Ewaha, Docus, Adum, so Ewaha, Yaw Boachi Ajimai, and Yawa some Kwesi Ando, I'm saying.
Your colleague,
great teacher and advisor of the law, always breaking the law down to the minute level. We are so proud of you, Lawyer Richie. We're also very proud of you for your support in the background. Mom said, "You know, when you want to cry, the papa, I could me friend and Nimu Hanama Quechi who be never smack has any say. Equia McDonald also your Charles and so and it was some Kwesi Ando. You were Mabodo Casadomi or my boat. Please, can you share the link for the ID card? Along the line, the Ebebro, Omwachino, Edebeba, and Edebeba now. Eric Kwabna, Boa, and a war Edward Dongote. Ted one day, my fan church, Chimarika. So, anyway, Joanne Atobra, and so Bernard Fosu, na oh. Message ni onuni. Okay, so and Enram ha ye nuanom so a omo ehwe yen PAAM TV so and our things so Abawa Radio so live on the UK platform. I'm saying for any question I may be saying say kwan ben so and obefa ubetimi aye application successfully aba be ye adwuma anaso abetena ha UK ha as a healthcare worker or a nurse. How do you do that? Akwenya na eda ho no kra nani so anything. Now I'm handing the platform over to Lawyer Richard Nafi Wachecheyemo. Obeni, over to you.
Thank you very much, Senior. And then come with the minute and because Tina is strong advocates for
That's right.
People who are looking forward to so mo be back room and no ma be adwuma. Now we say you many ways and means that obetimi are migrating from one place to the other. And so share yen na said the medical boss no abibia no ya na yes wo ware obi na wa ba join wokunu we yere and I say we are students na wakwa visa na ja first near affinity 4 they say yes student visa now they are say sa skilled worker visa ye beka ho asemi e wo hoda na ye friend tier 2 general visa and it's just the same thing and you be use nurses as a point of reference in relation to the whole skilled worker visa applications because social actually and I also mama resources and because
class well
when the list of shortage occupations good the shortage occupations and they say you didn't come on so we be beside me ye adwuma say make me apply you be me
code
because omo de ni nyina aba adwuma wo ye a ebetimi amoba say na ye kan ye be use nurse for
wow
now you see so we skilled worker obetimi aye application na waba kroma say
okay
and ye can nurses midwives healthcare workers the entire ye mo si ho ne say mo no se wo hwe list scribe mo ni so bi enso so mo ye special
okay
government ne say because of enema ekoso nti de hiam e wo kroma nti ya mamo special treatment say mo de or it doesn't matter some more shortage occupation list and so you don't have to worry about that. Ya mamo requirements be so it mean metia obetimi abakroma. Yes, I be a fast track. Mo fees crown so mo tua so ye de utua £240 for application na waba as a nurse or
already 2,300 now.
Enra Madam Beatrice application emma yes sister be offer ni kunaba. Because of the dollar rate changing into the applicant sponsor need to have £3,200 as immigration home office fees.
Wow.
Inti you be money 2.5 I'm number you renew. But when you say dependent say be when you adwuma as a nurse na ba be na say 3 years offer. We be £250 no more than that for that visa. So you can see that UK are buying up percent of na health mobile. Now, who is a skilled worker? First of all, yes, so we are nurse, and yes, be our call and quenching school be in our shirt, atare green and white and intina, we are nurse. Miss Sandy, my niece, lovely Helen. I'm so proud of her. As I say, why enlisted was in Patrick's nursing school.
Okay.
Or Baby nurse. So I was so happy to see my niece, training to be a nurse. So we, Father Helen, St. Patrick's nursing school. Nanya me na dum no pass. Na obey nurse. Ade good and say omonfa experience ade bi anto so first na was in career nurse for about 12 months.
Okay.
Doctors grad say 5 years and sakra na watimi etukwa. Yemfa bibia santo so requirements bibisa anka ho. Yes, we are qualified nurse. Now, me pacho, meaning say, message be 600 over about this topic. He said, me person me diminu. Maybe Auntie Doreen, or send me message say, "O person do niece or your niece eba kroma." Maybe you soon. Say Auntie, o person do niece be. The first point in it say, you also in your juma man.
Okay.
Is enyese bia wo kwaje visa no abehwehwe adwuma wo UK me pacho yen hye sade we say nso that is the point I want to make.
Ansana.
So it's not the lawyer actually is the first point but the last point of contact. That is we are talking about employment and immigration. So first of all, so we auntie uncle hana pese obi bi free Ghana eba so we nurse na me pacho ko internet so say first of all job offer so yen job number 1 na epe adwuma as a nurse you bebre e be a children e be a pediatric e be a nema bebre e wo e be a midwives whatever so when you adwuma e wo Homerton Hospital ama Abigail we nurse e wo Ghana se wombra ahasia sa adwuma na wanya no mepacho enye hospital bia na say healthcare establishment bia na betimi a sponsor nurse ni no ama na back room ha with a visa. So number 1, also who say adwuma na wonya ye no wo hwe say omo wo licenses a omo timi di employ obi free outside of the UK. Ema na be ye adwuma na. So the employer should have a license. Obetimi na sponsor so obetimi money pano offer of employment a sponsored offer.
Okay.
Into share adwuma na me pacho minim say ye anti bi wo healthcare home. We use nurses. Mutimi so ye adwuma wo hono. Tiemfa say anti person offer nurses because of say ne clients and our service users ni nyina most of them are Ghanaians nti bia omutwi na omo Ghana omo ka nti no
here obi a
necessary
obetimi ane omo din komo ye
you know I related to them nti o say me kwa kofa nurses 5 for Ghana e was anti a wo nursing home wo ha no etimi apply to the home office na omo emma no licenses say o wo ho kwan say otimi kofa obi free outside of the UK emma no be ye adwuma wo ha say so the employer should be a licensed employer so that they can sponsor the applicants. Enti me pacho Abigail enya adwuma ewo UK employer na sponsored employer. Enti say yes obi enya adwuma of course wo hwehwe adwuma no or ye be interview sometimes Skype you know say you mean sir you know obo say na say lawyer obetima ba ha ba interview na no you should have offered employment. So also go through the process of you know obtaining a job. Number one, also we are qualified nursing tea. Yes, Ghana money MC computer based test no. Obaya pass. I mean, say although you are qualified nurse, you are so competent in the area that you want to practice. Into you offer us no. Why you juma na ma let us say you found. There is one element that is crucial. The entire crucial is say juma will pay in also ultimately 70 points in order to be successful with your visa application. 70 points, you know. The fact is say when you're a juma no amount 20 points. Okay. So when your job offer no, say when you're Homerton Hospital send you a letter say congratulations, your interview has been successful and then we've offered you the role. That is 20 points. Me pacho also with me eka brofo kakra. Kuma obey no enye gamfo nkwa na ewo ha say intime also who say obetimi because nurse dey obehwe nipa. Nti English language no ebe ma and also so 20 points.
So 20 points job offer. English language 20 points.
Say wo ye adwuma. E wo say tia wo ka. Sa salary na yede ebe ma no. E wo say eye now we have to get the figures right so that everybody would understand. Okay, so I can share my screen with you. So number one, but so we say genuine job offer from a licensed sponsor no 20 points. Actually, I said 20 points for English is 10. English to the required standard I need 10 points.
That's when you're 30 points. No.
Not job offer at a skill level. No, that is CHR or Sikana. I will say you also amount 20 points. Now your mandatory 50 points winning also winner. So the job offer, the English, and then at the required level, no, amount 50 points. Mandatory, I know they won't mean but once they can see here 70 points. Yes. So 20 now can a tradable point. Tradable points and say ultimately the BB should be beam. Abra will meet it. You say also when your salary. So salary now the amount 20,480 to 23,000. And on a map points be but so we for some reason we a PhD, we a doctor in something now. We will be training by a nurse in our because of some other higher
qualification.
We do that tradition. I don't have to meet the salary requirement. Okay. Now, you find the straightforward. I was a Jumana open, Aunties Doreen, a Jumana Opama Abigail. I was a salary in offer over 23,000. So that she can meet 10 points. Because Abigail any exceptional qualification be so then in order to get the 70 points, I also to meet 23,000. Yes.
20 salary no. Offer now obinya no omo no mbetia ne size kana na ne ogidada wo Ghana
no this is because we say ye for odwuma ye chew sika ye betua okay enti unya odwuma no wo apply nkra no wo behu sika ye betua it is a wo apply me patcho make sure say wo be apply a job salary no be ye wo sika 24 enye bebia because wo hwe ye London living wage and na ye kra na e do be go over enti minimum say this is more than that so this is just the minimum obetimenya so that is fine Say, o salary no, 25,600 and over. Fantastic. Ubenya 20 points straight
away.
It is all share mandatory ones, no. When you next level into 20 points. When you offer no from a sponsored employer near 20 points. English 10, 50 mandatory when you. When you bet your car over 25,000 pounds and I'm out 20 points. You got the 70 points.
70 points.
And then you would. So the good thing about this point-based application is when you human rights in Yakase, a subjective assessment by entry clearance officer who will think, I'm not satisfied that your relationship is genuine. So, we your application, no. Now when your points nina one meeting. Now, a name can kebi woman ye bedigi. One say Obano, Oba UK, a Jumana when you're not fina obey. So, and nothing a lawyers near ye bebum at the secondary level. Ti when you're waiting now, one meeting when you're a Juma Bibi, I know about a lawyer honor. Was a lawyer, many a Juma, our Martin Hospital, your mamma offer militant in the Besame application, echo. Many send my successful because remember, being offered the job does not necessarily mean that you will get a visa. And that is why you will need, you know,
a lawyer,
because it's
complicated.
Yes.
Because Obaka and 70 points now. Send was a division, mommy. No. There are some requirements in there. You see, Oban also show baby a Oberton is a car or the Batubian for the time being and Sanabia was that year I any income.
Okay.
Until you say at least you have £1,300 over accounting. I will scan at the accounting for maybe a month or two.
Yes, available to you.
Okay. So you have to provide a bank statement showing that actually you have income a bit more support too before Some employers are very generous. Obeka show say we offer no. We will pay you in advance. Remember, health, you know, NHS trust and health establishments they just prefer nurses coming from abroad. Why? We work. Our work ethics are great.
Oh, it's true.
With the nurses now more, you don't. I know. Say, Minya Bema, Jerry, mother would say me. I remember so. Mona, you're training more. More too. I know my rights. I know my rights. I say airport behavior. I know my rights. And to mean you way. Yes, you know I'm the Abigail Mobile or Mono the baby.
I'm penny who has some local.
Employers no pay masem into Obaka say no omumra you bit so much cry in advance so maybe you don't have the money and you can show so you would have income or funds
available to you from the start.
As soon as you get here then you may be able to meet that requirement so also account. So when you know now criminal record Makase criminality cut across all board at the moment and to say I also make sure so certificate just say Ghana Hona one another be a free babiano who need criminal record be a very very good person. Remember over microphone job over microphone medication.
Yes.
Now so be na a tossing your life man. So you will not be a trustworthy person. They want to see that you are somebody who is clean. Integrity and also become one says animal my boss in and points will be at home. But went man that is why you have to seek legal advice in order to put in an application. Now, people will send an application, may any say crampo. Lawyer will say, may a nurse, may a juma, UK, may show some more English, may pay a bit of me over 25,000. To many points in 70. Because I online skilled worker visa. Online, or more opinion, December 2020, and it may apply. So, we go online. Now, I started our application. Ebebus our questions, you know, why answer? Because of so we meet our requirements in that are the same questions ebebus our. Ejuma no your friend is saying address and discussing a bit shop. You put it through and that means that you can overcome the application and submit. Madika can say or more fees, you know, actually I'm saying the exact figure. Good. So we apply for 3 years, sir. £232. Just £232 to pay. Home office. So once we online application, you pay and then you can submit your application. So what do you over 3 years? When you offer almost a year for 5 years, which are £464. 5 years visa.
5 years.
Remember. So what now your parents now baswaya 2525 times 4.
Times 4, yeah.
But that is why we are advocating.
And the way no me Mr. say my near Juma. Me wo me ho kafo me won kwala mienu na se mo fra mienu me application na say wo ha you say 186 akwala ka ho na call one very good sa no me prove sa na mani nyina bi ana se the sponsor na so dey be ma me no and the meeting me approve be a 3,200 at them account no mo, or my sponsor says I will give you 1 month salary in advance no and no kwa betimi cover me ne mabusua ni nyina na
so wo hwe appendix skill workers guidance notes na ese so wo pese wo de o family member e can application ho a the requirement for you to have a certain amount of money will go up a little bit no ma figure. So what we anticipate it will be is that it won't be that. So it's not a specified evidence requirement. Also, not this amount, but the 1,200 and something now or here no. For one. Any additional we you're an hour ban almost like a crabby. So what I would say is, your application ban 1,003 is not that much money. I'm saying old cities now media minimum no. It's about 200 million. That is 10,000.
1,300 to say as of Enrano. I can even check. I can even check the rates now.
You should have
evidence. Evidence is the name of the game.
Exactly.
And 7.83.
Okay, so
plus or minus 8.
Yeah. So
then you are talking about 9,600 Ghana cedis
in your account. That's it. And then so. What do we rate now? We know say one kwan is 1,003 or something. They be meet here. £2,000 will cover what you really will be too. If you can show that you have that amount of money, they are not really being on how much you should have with you because they know that you're coming to earn money and no more problem. And that is why it's fantastic. Imagine that your mount visa 3 years a bejuma. Now what's me do you know money na all that they have to meet is that they are your family members. But you meet the requirements. And that is amazing.
You put for no.
Because you be hammer on this because me per se community no etias say. So point basis and any school for add won't say your student visa I replace it sat your phone. A idea it's so list yeah you better go through quickly. And yes sir nurse although say you use nurse as a point of reference, you know.
Yes.
Imagine say we are welder. You see, many of my magazine, send me a magazine boy, when you have a color passport, we're some magazine. Because we have specialists, they can do some amazing work.
Wow.
Almost our tank can transporting petrol. Imagine how they do that in some magazine. That is a very skilled thing.
Yeah, it's a more specialized way of welding it actually.
ABA, fossil for whatever, ABA, Cornwall or more, some tunnel, whatever. They need welders to actually say Boris Carson and Zenke they never see Nasia Ireland ne here welders na yenya welders na so we welder or Ghana you can apply. It is all shema we need be opportunities bebree yenya where and that is why we a banker meaning my lovely sister being a husband very very brilliant investment banker or Baha programs that kind of person if a person or backroom me apply under the skilled worker route.
So they call listing them, but okay well day and my code near 5215. Now you say annual salary 80% of the going rate. From power.
Yes.
18,240, which is about £8.99 per hour.
Yeah. So you can imagine that.
It will be if I were Juma no be £10 an hour. Who qualify broso?
So what that means is that if I say Urura ABA company, KFAS Welding Limited. Now we see in fact what Juma now we say maybe I was son you been to hear nipa fire from Ghana. Ube register with Home Office. Now your amount licenses so ube me I employ. Will be free about Tiamba. Now why your job description and it will be just say Sika say me HR a contractor mama say Sika say na me debate any pay. you can start employing people from.
So
and come AD, a woman said, ye chapco applicants ne. Omo moba. Also, na person create business. Now we need licenses. Now what me the employer will be so many bands so me pacho. You bet my advice so na yach told you what's way. How to get a license as a sponsored employer to bring people from outside of the UK.
La pacho me bremuna me say you say ejuma wo. Ejuma no ya specify bi. Ebi nurse for the kra na ya kan say no enia de no but omo special dispensation. Say ejuma no enhyeda enye ejuma nipa dodo ye wo krom ha. For instance, be before anase nipa tuntumfo a ye wo UK ha no. Ye pe wache pa. Ye pe chichinga
TZ.
Ye pe TZ. Na mehu say metimi anya a market of at least 1,000 people every week. Serving 1,000 people every week. Me here caterers be 4. And no sa no bia na any list so. Metimi akọ home office wa catch room say this is my job and my business proposal. Nipa say na me here nti mo ma me license na me nkofa nipa bibra.
No. So Abibi almost review the list. Okay. But you see there is always a way around things. Now you do you see, don't worry.
Okay.
Now you see what court list as well. And maybe what my is so broad and vague.
Yes.
It covers a lot of things. Okay, so let's go through this. Baby, what I almost say young BB to say OH 6146 senior care workers, all jobs. There are some of the occupation list now. It encompasses a lot of things that would beat me the ambition. So hospitality.
Yes.
Okay, so let me say hospitality. Now we are specialist TZ person. Okay. Recently anti bongo ba me say now we say rich. There be our order Friday no. Me Friday no they watching no or be holidays nanka be say because be free Ghana. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Because say what me say social and humanity sign. Okay, so I'm just trying to find something that is a bit closer to hospitalities. Residential day and domiciliary managers and we will find something that you bit me do my there's always baby you bit me do my ba no application na o maba. We say skilled worker route no and no na be the main route for migration for people to come to the UK. And therefore this is reviewed periodically all the time. Until us at when BB yenya no mo de nipa ni ba. Ade nso a ebe bo ne say yes 30th of June no na niema bebre no asi. Until bia EU for no say ontimi ma ha so obeye adwuma just wa apply for work visa. Ebe kakra ne ne bi wo ha omunye nipa ma omunye. They will add to the table.
Okay.
So that is what's going to be great. Entina me say yen starting na yen fa ye ho nhye no na yentimi and get it somewhere as soon as possible.
Okay. Lawyer, my main sign a Miss Ebio say menyo obi wa ma me job offer. Metimi show me 1,000 or 1,200 But baby me ba betena no. Do I have to prove all those things? And now say sponsor no was say utimi provide say me kofa nipa so me see and say this number of people are ba me hostel be am do betena for the first few days or a month. And sana bia omo a find omo level now.
We say application bia no. So we complete form na we address in the UK. So appendix skilled workers now there is no any requirement that able to also show accommodation. And so also show maintenance. So better maintain whole UK. Maintenance and no be include say obetima show so baby a better. Now a na lawyers in the bemuno. Yeah, them say and bia na the rules under the immigration rules be cover. But as you rightly pointed out, Uber UK odo you know ma. Anytime bia emofra beba application there is a problem.
Okay. Because
the FRADB section 55 of the 2009 Borders Act. Abofra bia best interest. Yes, Housing Act 1985 Part 10. Ni kwase bia better overcrowded. Now lien lawyer no me minimum say address a yede yes wo betena ho no I also me provide evidence just say mo ba bia mo betena a ebe meti requirement a enko ha adwen and na mo ma me burden to the public purse. So I will make sure.
But so dear mo say but we share the website link Leicester lawyer de amaya no de atoso nti obetimi applique na we use from time to time. I'll keep it coming. Meaning say production for so e we share the further details no e de be my but atoso.
That's very good. So and only any man can get a woman see a advice say and you say be a wunya 70 points na ntino na we say why okay nti oko no. Legal advice, legal representation, you be making sure say any man can get to where a woman in will be met. You be sure say we will be about 20 say Auntie Doreen me boss will be. So we see unis no or but when you juma man on na bibia meeting. Also me catch you say oba obetna wonche nti we provide the accommodation your tenancy agreement and answer or mortgage deed that you say Abigail ba one on betna and or the second so for the start no. The reason for the maintenance requirements showing that money is that they anticipate that a rent could be maybe around 7. So you will be okay to start with, but you can't just come out. We need baby better. And now we started 1 month and she bet you work. Internet scanner to be for to start with. Yes, although say any requirement, you know, I was say we show say we baby oba better, and I was can so account to my oba be burden on the public.
Okay. All right. Abusia de ye ka ho asem ye se kwan obefa so na se we healthcare worker na se nurse teacher but yeah skilled jobs are ya listed ni nyina me sign at the link no ato oko government website no so yeah government/publication/skilled-worker-visa-shortage-occupation that tintin into the media ato so no but they copy for to be what they call share website no so ubenya details ni nyina say how adwen na unu baby amfamfa the here answer wo free BWF solicitors 0208 493 7340 0208 493 7340 and now 077 127 61884. BWF Solicitors is our trusted partner when it comes to legal matters. Omo ebejo so na omo he ede amount. And unti your questions no concerns no ready enchakra yebema ho kwan na wafre sene de bia ye na number de ye adwuma ye 0208 123 1016. Seat number no so be 0208 123 1016 na uba na se ubisa lawyer wa ha ene what dey call lecture pa my notes
I who say obi bisa me ba metima ba intim pacho eno na me orura dey ato ho no wa wo na wa go through the list no na baby a wo come under no. Why, a very, very broad area, sir. Me apply under. It's very good.
Very interesting one. Social and humanity scientists.
So that is what I was talking about. Now it's up to you to identify yourself, who you are, and coming under that. We will put you there. So you don't worry. You just come and tell us what you do, and then we will see where to fit you. Exactly. You know.
But like we dey request
no go.
No sir no. Yemfa no say 614 senior care workers.
Yes.
Must you have a particular qualification? MBA wako secondary school SSC we ya wa call university but wako pair edwuma wo this kind of area why ye when you experience be 3-4 years with these people. Say upese will apply such application na kwan be na obetumi approve is there certificate bia we need certificate be a say we senior and support worker na say bibi sa no still a obetumi aye and so say approve answer.
Mr. Ghana, your social services are a very respected department. Now you will come under that into you funny say being a senior social worker no, does not necessarily mean that maybe you work with school and when your qualifications. When it's just the profession.
Okay.
As the role you do. Now you're from the Ghana Social Services Department or whatever. I'm certification say Tina senior social worker. What's the word?
Senior care workers.
You see, why you care about 15 years, but who is form 4?
It's form 4 now.
Who need masters in social care, but who is senior carer because of say organization now we be a Ghana whatever be a anchor for now we carer for 15 years. Near certified say we senior carer we has our experience in so many things. Now obi per ejuma obi per applicant amana baha be ejuma mental health. Now we are plan that you will qualify. So I don't know where the beg Ghana some. I'm say my principal beko Ghana ko check 1-1 to be a man. We would identify organizations in the departments that omobitimi are certified. So the way no we obi a skilled worker so the year kanampa. So for example, so the year can also we carer but we senior when there was a confirm yes. It will then be the Ghana department that is responsible for social service or care or whatever it is.
Okay.
Then if they can certify that this is who you are, then that will meet the requirement.
Okay.
And yeah, we no Ghana hono. And because na so we nurse na we call training in Ghana nursing school na we call ya confirm say we registered nurse. Into na we application.
Yes.
Aba. So same as that. So we investment bank and now we more allied bank or whatever. So the Ghana Financial Authority or whatever would confirm that you are indeed an investment banker with 20 years experience and therefore you are a skilled worker. That will suffice. And say Ebeka can you bit me organizations are you know confirming organizations in relation to whatever job role or person will apply or call list because we have architects 2431. I say all jobs. Architects your designing or do so Ghana I hope say your construction whatever something organized body or when the bit certify I will say yeah. I mean, there are ways you can get there. If you go school, if you want through apprenticeship and stage. So then that would suffice. So I think it would depend on the body that is certifying whether you are indeed who you say you are.
Abusia say afi and our journey here. Who share the community and the law, how to apply as a nurse or healthcare worker to come and stay and work in the UK permanently, starting from whatever period. Nipana wafa ojumana ede ebamao. Lawyer Richard Amaya atia say sabi nyesa sorry na wama hoso na oba semi but I will say winya job offer. I will say winya 70 mandatory points no. Afi nso so I will say uhunu say was kakra eda wa account mu at least bosumi bia wo de ba be ru mu ansa na yetua aka no ena obetimi ama watimi agina wona so wa address say obi na wo ba be so na so nipa no so etimi eta wachi eka say sei ena mete enenti metimi ama baby atna at least for bare 1 month or so. Application fee you know if free as low as £232, as low as £232. Now a government website and also a skilled worker visa shortage occupation. Ubetimi sa list Richard Amame about 7 to 8 pages in our list and also ubetimi akohu na afi why maybe call
sorry let me cut you. There is something that Tina asked say recognized bodies now mobit must certify say what you man away no meeting say you benya answer no 3414 job type no be dancers
and choreographers
now so is a specific recognizing body I will mobit me a certify say I don't know you know is indeed what you were saying so I was say so ballet dancers or skilled contemporary dancers who meet the standard required by internationally
recognized UK ballet or contemporary.
So you see, it's taking you from Ghana now. So also a ballet dancer, whatever. I also
yes, and it's also some ballet or Ghana. They never say Bruniche or ballet.
Also a Brandon, you know. Oh yeah, you are here do dancers, and also they are special skills in their area. Then they will come at artists and you know dancers. So that is some areas you may need external body to actually confirm
certify
that.
Okay. You some for questions be brave ho a obese obebisa. Nti me be kwa homa no so. Me question no eba lawyer Richard be take advantage na what their minds further explanations. Sabi adwene ni nipa ba ko petim me ntimi msa all the questions probably you have a more complex question than I would have posed. And yeah, call lines no 0208 123 1016. Kai said the community and the law air live our Facebook BWF Solicitors. Air live our YouTube and also yeah BWF Solicitors. PAM TV so our UK ha and also air live also and about radio so and so also our UK about radio Sunday and 7 p.m. UK time or rebroadcast yeah the audio version Emma wa we say live one no so what me enya home for so na kai say it will be on our Facebook until Satan repents the TB and about so me say and don't worry ubitimi atena say ahwe later on 0208 123 1016. And also we send the text and our WhatsApp a day about I can pick up your audio notes as well. Our WhatsApp so 07950 422 Inti Richard yanko say menya will be so dada. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, mini about say.
Me pacho me visa questions you know and fast skilled workers in home there.
No problem.
Menya chance you know. Last 2 weeks me friends me you near me ko family kuno Ghana but na me train say visa anko ben question say oba we nya problem dia na there na. Nya me adom wetimi abedu.
Na one ka ye kai sa anko ben ka che was obedru ya friend. Okay, but me into.
Hello?
You too.
And you know, Robert Reese say, oh, yeah, self isolation, you know, wait, you know, yeah, me person me pre-settled application, the man, na me question, I'm person beside say, documents I use, you know, for family permits and no Ghana no marriage certificate ne chat history ne man na use your net doors pa but person because no one ye or say use the pre-settled na say you use family permits no and one proof of address I wa ha say a e betumi de no aya na okay na
okay
my first question
okay I mean me akwaba. The good thing with the EU settlement scheme application, and it's you know, my dear, you've done the hard work already. Until already no more assess relations with the genuine or you work on until no mama ban. I also wish to do this application here. Proof of address, HSCC or UK has say into one on it. So we application I upload the marriage certificate and proof of address. That is all you need. So the evidence of the relationship and evidence of residence in the UK. So sisi ya oba you bet me the need to be so TV licenses and our bill be so.
I TV license.
Me pacho any TV licenses no. Nti oye application no upload the relationship evidence, marriage certificate, residence evidence, TV licenses. Pacho eno no. Omo ebe mano ne 5 years no. Right.
That's it. But my second question, no me boy me abe me bia ma waye application amane maame ono nso so ye EU ni a wote aba okopese okofa ne maame ifri Ghana ba na ye fairly application no na a group be a oka amobisa dependency no ono wo adwuma wo Ghana sikaba na ne maame omutu man maame nti no de hwe no wodan wo Ghana so ane maame ti mu nti on sheda mfa sika mfiri ha enko enti no at this time no so no ya aware say dependency is assumed enti no nka enye problem but na ya de ne say ye ne this month we na in case say bia anko ye ne sa apply na ye bisa dependency na at that time or no you bet me a kasa video depending on the so thing.
Well, I'm not looking forward for this application to be refused because I mean once obey on your DNA because relationship and
why DNA?
Okay.
Why DNA? Because none of best me a late registration. Why DNA? I'm an upper.
Good. Once away DNA, no, a relationship requirement will be met. In social, because of say dependency, any requirement in parent application before 30th of June, into on your online family permit application, no, before 30th of June. Remember, in all immigration applications, the evidence now also provided would be prior to the application date. I'm saying the question now. Your quiz in FBB Hosa, you better go into deep about that.
Okay.
When your application before 30th of June, now assessments now would then focus on evidence before the application dates. And so they will rightly pointed out, very good students, dependence in here assumed, so and yes, I think I money transfer be a show. Say Osha Omame. They also show and say Oya Omame and Oya Opapa. So the DNA will show that then the application should succeed. 2 weeks ago, me church member be OTA Mrs. Yeah, first one, refugee, and we couldn't understand why. So I did a pub, and they gave a right of appeal, but then he couldn't wait for appeal to go through because it would take about 6-7 months. Yeah, your application for and I may bold, the first page of the cover letter and say. I'm just trying to bring the attention to the fact that, parent application under EUSS, the dependency is not a requirement and it's something that is assumed, and therefore we want them to take this into consideration accordingly. Okay. So don't worry, say be able to refuse. Yeah, before June, no. What law na say just won't show be no. So more refuse main advice is a application again. Sadly, yenya appeal. Do you know why? Because appeal, we will still be within the idea that dependency is assumed, and then the judge will say that the decision was wrong because of dependency is assumed. Then the refusal is unlawful. But so application need BMA. Then you step out of that comfort zone, and then you have to show dependency. And remember, dependency assessment is subjective. So, opa 5 years money transfer. Because dependency test. Because we had the case of Gia and any risk a subjective assessment, a court making assessment of a case. Home Office Becca said they are not satisfied that your mom depends on you because of X, Y, Z. In men kohokra what they yen intensive refuse appeal na court and but they will not refuse this. Okay,
no problem. Yeah, that's it.
I mean, damn be party my friend. Why?
Yeah, very party. No, you die.
Boris Jaya be party. I mean, insure. That's CP 0208-123-1016. Obi question be about TB test. I may interest me page at the about or say Charles and Mary. We hear TB test for EE application
No, Charles. I'm saying my clients be also to me as a rich in here and the BIA and the account list. The entire medical one is a first now unya EEA or EUSS family permit. Nowadays, but now umubusa airport say na TB we hen. Eti ya na clients no more, me promise empire, me person will be able to some questions, Me am say yeah. But we answer my question say social medicine no matter no say it's not required, okay. But me pacho legally we a EU family member now baha here tuberculosis certificate.
Okay. Well, over so Wimpany was say obi a nurse e Ghana, but bar on a spousal visa start work as a nurse in the UK. Quite better on the first.
Well, so one day you will be out me age more so Wimpany question is I mean a spouse or nurse wabaha but oba under appendix FM. So 2.5 leave to remain as a spouse under appendix FM. She or he has a right to work. It is why a nurse and also open nurse juma now and your point-based system. The only time I maybe be bit and say God forbid, maybe a relationship not by we, and all switch from appendix FM, ABBA, point-based system, no dear, and which me Jan and Ness, so it's in partial way there or options available to her or him. Or visa, and onjina one copenhagen, no one as a nurse, on cost switch. Onjina and appendix FM, because remember, all your application now your partner 19 or high and 19 you say you cannot just go and say that because of me and nurse in 10% the back worker route in the so because kawo person baso and kawo apply no from Ghana to come. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Well, this question I'll post it in English, but yeah, you know, a bit to me, instead of doing Uber drivers or more case akoko tama same compensation be amount. Now, this person wants to find out he's worked with Uber for more than 6 years, and the company is saying that they will compensate him for only 2 years, and have given him a letter to sign to accept the 2 years. But he has other colleagues who have gone to see lawyers and they're fighting their cause. They're getting more than the 2 years. What should I do? That's the
go and see a lawyer so that the lawyer will also fight for you to get more years compensation. That's the answer. Yes. So because you know the colleagues have all sought legal advice and then they are getting better deal, same as he should also, because listen, it's a bargaining thing. Employer no would want to offset you with the minimum as possible. If you want a better deal, then you get the lawyers involved.
So what if the forgive me, I should have taken my time to read, but it came quite late to read the judgment. If the judge suggested that because of financial constraints on Uber, they might have to limit to about 2 years. If the judge said so, do you still have to seek the support of a lawyer to fight for more years?
I mean, because I'm not aware of what judgment that is. If any judgment from the court, that is order. Okay. So if a judge determination is that I will say we Uber driver, you know, concerned it may be wrongful or no for now you compensate you. That's what the years that will be the years I will say you can really go because then can now pay any better dealer that should have been fought at the court. Okay. So then why afterwards then not court are making decision now or say pay the court and that will not work.
Okay. 0208-123-1016. Your text messages, WhatsApp messages, and voice notes 07950-422-780. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I'd say good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Who you pa?
Yo. In the past, me Uncle Ben wo Ghana. Any need the Nkomo mo office for and sana me ban my baby drew UK. But what make us?
Yes.
Okay. Now my baby drew UK. Now me were 2 questions. The first one is about me and Kasame application. No, I would like to know, say, do I need to get the biometric residence card and sign my EUSS application? Maybe this and I may buy any EU settlement scheme family permit to join. Then to join.
The way you requesting about people. Okay, right. See that, Jinaso. There seem to be misunderstanding, if I'm allowed to use that expression. EU family permit, any EUSS family permit. Difference room.
Well, there is family permit in both. EUSS family permit, EEA family permit. Okay, yeah, let's kill the buzz. Now, EEA family permit. Yeah, the ma obia or application under EEA immigration rules, immigration EEA family immigration to 2016. So 2016 regulation, the law nani use and sana omo cancel EU law no. And after that, 2004 no omo transpose and EEA regulation 2016. That is the old law. It is all short. So now we are extended family member. your application now, ultimately no under EU settlement scheme, and also under EEA family permits. And on it, and so the EEA family permits here, visa they mount under the old law and regulation 2016. And a EUSS family permit in here, visa they be mount a new law na appendix EU to the immigration rules. So the difference is that you can only apply to the EU settlement scheme if you are a close family member.
Okay.
So close family member, no, children, parents, husbands, and wives. Sometimes, for some reason, if you are not one, watching say it doesn't make any difference into what take care because boxes. No, what take first one EEA family permit. No, application. Now there was a problem. So application.
Yeah, but don't worry, we'll be you question. I know why.
Yes, EEA family permit application. You are exposing yourself for an assessment whereby the EEA family member should be exercising treaty rights. Because already 2016 regulation 6 say I was say for be a banner EU national that is the EEA regulation in the family permit. Nti minia by there okay there or say EUSS family permits and I dear man and or their backroom say or say I was say unya card and sana why no but so unya EU settlement scheme application na unya card bia nti what bay no I was say application under the EU settlement scheme na your mount pre-settled status. That is if when your child we below 21 or sponsor na indefinite leave. Until you 5 years into pacho. So we application na your mount card na 5 years EU settlement scheme and a pre-settled status. Until application first and then you will be issued the card. Second. Yeah.
But what you saying?
So yes, they sent me an email whilst I was in Ghana to tell me that 10 days after my arrival, they would send me the biometric card. I asked the question whether I will be required to take another fingerprint in Ghana or in the UK. Then they said they are going to use the same fingerprint that I submitted at the visa application center in Accra to issue my biometric card, and it will be delivered to my address 10 days after my arrival in the country. So I am a bit confused right now whether I can go ahead and do the application with my Ghana passport, or I need to wait to get that biometric card, knowing that I have this EU settlement scheme family permit to join visa running for just 6 months.
On what basis did you come? Are you a spouse or a child
I'm a spouse,
of
yes.
a spouse?
No, I'm a spouse of, yes, I'm a spouse of an EU citizen
good.
who has a settled permit.
Good. I'm not sure what that email is or about because you will not be automatically issued a pre-settled status card. So you were granted family permits, EUSS family permit 6 months. Once here in the UK, you have to apply for the pre-settled status. They will not. So what we can do is, please, after the program, if you can send me that email, I would just want to know where it came from and what that is about. Okay, and then we can help you further. But for the record, you must apply because you came after April. You have only 3 months to actually apply to the EU settlement scheme. So there is a reason why you say you should apply, because if they were gonna issue you a card automatically, there wouldn't have been any requirement to have a deadline for people coming through to make an application to the EU settlement scheme. So my dear, please let me know about this email, but the answer is that you are required to actually apply to the EU settlement scheme for your pre-settled status, and therefore will get a card. Okay.
Okay. All right then.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Can
You are very, 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 very much welcome. 0208-123-1016. Text 07950422-780. And say a quiz and also because quiz and also so the another lengthy discussion ever. Papa, we mean you know higher than percent come then the cover for hours because we free have copy as much to me. However, obi the voice note abba lawyer man pacho ma yen twese betimi aboy no.
But me baho 2019 me be register 2019 na me pre-settled status now. Omo refuse me because omo say me ni system no because me nya adwuma hoda. Until na me bisa say is there still a chance say do I still stand a chance say meet my apply in a different manner?
Question I mean them say see fin baby.
Me pacho one of family friend bi na me man here audio ne ba ono so problem.
Okay. Idea for back door.
Okay, also about 29.
The question no my try here say between atiasia.
But me baho 2019 me be register 2019 na me pre-settled status no omo refuse me because omo say me ni system no because me nya adwuma hoda until na me bisa say is there still a chance say do I still stand a chance say meet my apply in a different manner?
I think so. He has to come back because we can't make any assumptions.
But me let me be din komo be earlier in the week. I mean say Bia, that's how I understand me on the question. Or EU settlement scheme application ye be. And the questions no back and I say was say waha before 31st December. Nti niama would be proven no Bia the last 3 months and the last 6 months, 2 different documents near. Memfan say no nipa no e waha in July. Na July no obe mo no a few days be na or the hotel nti or that evidence along the line no juma ni ade nti on sheda kra ni bibia ebedi ho adanse say or ha up to that time sa 6 months evidence no ebeye enough to cover the 3 months the na no more kan.
Well, there's a difference between being in the UK and being resident in the UK. Okay, so EU settlement scheme application. Question I've said. So were you here in the UK before 31st? It doesn't matter whether you were here or not. What matters is say now we need UK before 31st. Then automatically you are relying on somebody to be here. Into pay or EU national or third country national. In fact, or Ghana and our application agent will be so and our EU need because EU for no matter the hotel because it's so EU need there. You see, Busa say for evidence of the last 6 months and another 3 months. Yeah, I'm so confused. It doesn't matter whether and now we application any year and when you would to be so it's within the last 6 months. So you can provide that because also we need have no more than 5 years. So we application able to say now we are EU need and now we have before 31st you are out. That's only family member because of course then you couldn't take advantage under the EU settlement scheme. But over Hanum July and now hotel be and you were not resident in the UK. Coming here for leisure, that doesn't mean you were. It said, were you resident in the UK before 31st? Being resident means that you have evidence, maybe bank statement. But I am conscious. The
Murphy. Okay.
So to me, baby.
Okay. Murphy, I meant to send it. 0208-123-1016. Mefaba probably will pick another text or so. Now, yakoyam quiz no so sabe ya. Miracle. Because Papa we menya no say one speed or the akono. Mati, mami fa call you. Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
At the same aba.
So, me person who say is it still applicable? Do we still have an opportunity
Oh, line need break you.
Our
Then you know okay.
extended family members, EU application, no. You to me, do we still have an opportunity? You can try 2 of our nephews, but they did not get the visa. I think KPC and we see a bit my application in the more.
My dear, no, not really. Now, Omo refuse and 1 year appeal.
There be response non term. No response, no appeal duration, no HM.
It still wouldn't have mattered because you could have sought extension of time to appeal. This is in by Daben Omo refuse one.
Decision by February, January, February, February rather, yeah.
You see, I'm trying to do something with you, okay? Because of unfortunately, extended family members near you are free more. So we want to your application after 31st of December. No, on say not before no 2016 regulation 8. No, na cover womuna definition of family members. No, you are free. Your extended family members are free when it comes to the appendix EU. No, because definition no cover close family members, and therefore extended family members cannot apply. And remember. Even after doing Ukraine, you can't even make application, you know, as standard. So, me pacho, say unya decision in February. Na a email. Mr. Senior no almost send the decision via email. My appeals decision by November, October. But Oma say
email
refuse. Now, if you want to, you better force a your passport. You make a decision. Now wako near the man then so decision be and come. Now for ya you know ya chase o man no ma email decision number mpa so opa be hu ye na ye hwe se we dey menka se ko twanto so won san kan decision but email sometimes you na
it me crack junk.
yes okay and you know there is a way around this. It's not a bad practice but so the frame na yin komo because the entire me ko ho say and am say won't mean application be no won't mean bibia ma won but sen can we appeal there is a chance that we bet ma we in case because we appeal that's what mo appeal ne tuma they will still go ahead continue and if your appeal is allowed you the visa no be ma won ba what that means is that your application not the law was applicable. So you will continue the journey with immigration rules. Anything you start, you will finish, whether the law is still in existence or not. Internet so your application now or bar or your British so now or 19. So now ultimately no so because we started with
and son will do.
It's your application and now regulation 2016 or and now you're under regulation 8. And you refuse you. Decision no one sa can June and will be lawyer and I'm say make extension of time to appeal. To remember reasons why we are appealing late because you had 28 days to appeal, but it's 4 months or so now. But I will give reasons why, and then I will cite that in the interest of justice, this appeal must proceed because you have no alternative option in bringing this family member because the EU regulation is no longer existent, and you stand a chance. Okay. All right. Okay. So my dear, Brana, why?
So we'll get in touch with you.
Me book your appointment in Malprecona. I will do that. You have an appointment in Tibra. Why?
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Enjoy your evening. Nah, but for back to Nafi, me inquire me crazy.
Actually, related to on say yenu now we be our first question. We a member me no and rank one on bidu, but yeah more through EU. Say me na kita EU passport no na me mako form. Nto mo be do and rank one. Me then my can say pre. But I think 19 and 18. Menya proof of address. How do I go about it? Me shena aka 10 days per day anyway. Me go about. And a second one also free Netherlands. Also abedu. No bisa say also person bet name or best settle. Are you too late man? And I say or chance still.
So second one there, I feel na wabano. Are you too late? But so which may apply any work permit that.
Okay.
because our man no only have before 31st and into no. You be who is Ghana ni awabaha. Although so more free 6 months visa to come.
Okay.
You know, but so person what's not had just for your application here man work permit in order to now. The first one is very good. Now me pacho tina question will go for everybody listening. So me lovely brother be or Coventry. I mean Eric, good evening. Me so would see me. So family member eba say Mr. Eric family members are balance you know. Now cast in 10 days or so now. Say your sister Obahanum after April or 3 months to apply.
Okay.
So the June deadline technically does not apply to you. But you see home office for now so more hard they also EU settlement scheme application no. So we won't for bibia ma wo date na wo ye no. Je wo ya ne say wo call online na wa ya application no na wa submit. Later, we book appointment so on fingerprint appointment we book no ma time abem be about 2 months no was selected because one hour selected date. Whilst you are waiting to go to do your biometrics, you know, then you look for the evidence. So evidence and then they say we didn't need to be so. Obi yesterday Facebook say me pacho yes omon GTV licenses as a proof of me pacho obi an can be asa. Once and didn't wo be so. I show say o Chrome has say no. Now, into your application in man or china member, and then you may submit it. Okay. In your qua, you have submitted your application, and because under paragraph 34 of the immigration rules, the date of application is the date you submitted online.
Right.
It's gone.
Okay.
Any other thing, Biano will follow no. Idea will be meeting later. Until once I was sending the application, you was submitting it before, even if you know they were to meet the 30th deadline. Now they will meet. Okay. So on your fingerprints, so on uploading the documents in there, and only something that is ancillary to doing the main application. Temperature, your application online, more submitting. Now if you pick on about so, we on crowd GP register more GP. You have more letter to say you register more GP. Yes. Or more no address no. Now you are uploading as proof of.
So we need strategy. We call it from our strategy there. Yes. And the evidence is here. A very big thank you to you, Lawyer Richard, and the entire family and the team at BWF Solicitors for your wonderful work during my application. Words can't explain my mood and happiness after 13 years of struggle and shame.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
God bless you.
Yeah, Samuel, yeah.
Richard, my tears are now joy. Oh. Samuel,
he's amazing, man. He's always promoting us. Congratulations. I know it was a hard one. You know, when you obaha, but we're a big person, you have to work.
Yes.
But okay, you're dependent. No more refuse to application. And then now be a problem.
And then maybe now may catch Uncle Ben say, almost one tea and system.
Crack.
And near maybe you have some bum hobby bisum. Because me nephew, and I say my niece. And I say even cry me near my man, my family send me money. And see, whatever it is I want to do for my children, I might do equally same. To them. But I want to say
but Kuku, you are a local government official, so you should know that we are in the UK and they should not understand our culture. Hey. Because me social work practice, me masters in social work course, Royal Holloway, University of London now. Assessment on cultural differences. So because it's part of your course. That is a fail, you know. So we are not talking about what your culture is about. We are talking about what. So our culture say not just it's child abuse, you know. So as a social worker, we could try about so and about the it's about the acceptable here. This gentleman, I the lovely message by it goes for a lot of people. It was a strategy. So we told Home Office that he is so dependent on the mother. Why? He's working. But you know, when you look at the definition of a dependent under the case of CJ and SC, the person does not necessarily have to rely on the sponsor for all his essential needs.
Okay.
All. So you see,
Still all independent.
A human what he meet some of his essential needs, including rent, because omuka se no want ne ma menche. Me application when na me e ma no sa tu beta ne ma menche. And I'm catch you say what ne ma menche. Because the dependency, is being in the same household. It shouldn't be only financial dependence. And that got that, and then he's granted indefinite leave to remain because me catch you almost say, and yes, I feel the dependence in us because although so many case law, but dependency can be broken. No? You see, it was continuous because whilst he was not at the parents' house, he was getting financial support in addition to what the job. But now what's happening? So we're living together with the parents and also financial assistance whilst he was not away. So instead of 5 years, it should be indefinite leave, and they've granted him indefinite leave.
Anyway, BWF solicitors and the decide you may mount 0208 493 7340. I'm going to my quiz. Say quiz no eba na ba eba no de me de eba beto so eni de mi bebi sawo no ene da so no nti ansa na omode mitiri no ebeba na fe you know say the easitie no ma me emisa o question no na me emisa o say okay. Efia from Ghana applied for entry clearance as a spouse in February 2021. She evidenced her British husband's employment income in the 6 months leading up to the date of application. Her husband met the threshold of 18,600 at the time of the application. The application was refused, and by the time that the appeal came for hearing, her husband had changed his job and became self-employed. Which of the following is likely to be the outcome of the appeal since Kofi has changed his job by the date of the hearing? Number 1, appeal dismissed because Kofi changed his job. 2, appeal dismissed because Kofi cannot mix employed and self-employed income. 3, appeal allowed because income from employment relates to the period of 6 months prior to the date of the application. 4, appeal allowed because Kofi is still working as self-employed. Or the makenya no sir. Which one is the correct one? Okay. Now flow your answers. Now
Ezekiel Johnson or one?
Ezekiel, the Obeka se funi mu. Ezekiel, we me mani mfu me pa cho. Wodi na ebra na yen hie senia onto the university akro. O text no and wo details on Fabrem 0208 1334646 07950422780. Nti mun flu na yen hwe. Atobrasi saying number 3. Elizabeth Abnabuedu number 3. Nana Kwame number 3. Frank Essien number 2. Charles number 4. Okay. Louisa Asante number 3. Okay. Tilly is saying number 3. Covenant Grace say number 3. Okay. Charles Emery. No size and cancers no. Elizabeth Opoku say Kweku. We know it's number 3. You know it's number 3. How did you know it's number 3? How did you know it's number 3? Okay. Brennan T. Mse Midjane Ako lawyer ho na Marco Bisa say answer no eye de hin efa. Lawyer, but your answer near the hin.
Okay, so senior majority carries the vote.
But we can be wrong.
The only time that they said, so when you know call her now,
Yeah, that's what could be now.
But the crucial element of this is let's go with, if we bring it on the screen. You show why A is not the answer, B is not the answer.
What I remember, the hidden remember answer no and answer question no.
Answer no.
Me for answer no so. Okay, so I will
time,
bring the answer and take the one of okay. Now the answer is here.
So if you are a Ghana na or your application, eba be join Nikuno, Chroma say, it's a appendix FM application. So obi babe join the spouse. That's human rights application, family life.
Okay.
Now, so what when say 2012, you see problems the bias affair was meeting financial requirement 18.6, you know. Now meeting the financial requirement under appendix FMSE, you know. Or your categories be a obit media BT, so we are self-employed or so we are employee or so we are employee, you was specified evidence also will provide it may meet financial requirement. You know, number one, we are employee and also will show 18.6 or non with 6 months bank statement, 6 months pay slip, a letter from your employer confirming the following: your income, whether you are permanent or a temporary staff, hours you work, your position. Now, PCC is not a specified number, I need the count.
Okay.
And that is employee, but so you're self-employed. A 12 months financial evidence. We call accountants on yes, and they might be very complicated. Recently, Bima Dr. B was reminded, so very complicated. But this case, or your application, not or your employee. So requirement in the or meeting and also sending pay slips in the bank statement and emitted the requirement. Or say omoko courts and now or we need. No.
Oh yeah, appeal.
Oh yeah,
appeal. You're granted on what basis?
So your Fred Adebi and Nationality Immigration Act 2002. So if it's section 82, 83, 84, 85, 82 normal grounds of appeal. 84 and 85 matters to be considered at the date of the hearing. So we application now if we outside in the air bar now court. Normally na judge no discretion so obe consider and some happen after the decision was made. This is crucial because sometimes lawyers your application we tell the court the appellate authority has a jurisdiction or has a power to consider any matter arising after the date of the decision. We are enforcing the judge to really consider why, because we application ebia yemfa we kakra nso say ebia we application na umiti enema ni nyina na yes won send this can come onipa until now onye dependent but 7 months no elapse ama wetime put you together more evidence tia na ye catch the judge so omo consider things after, but this case there yenka say on consider enema happen after the decision ye be catch the judge and say because of say a outside of UK application into now I also provided evidence prior to making the application. At that time, no meeting, no employee. Now they also show 6 months pension. That time, no meeting. Now they say we are self-employed, and now we need Juma Krana. And what's the application? A success. See, because application
see number 3
at the time.
Obi see number 3 into me man a gift.
At the time we application, now we meet. Say no, you're self-employed, it doesn't matter. So share M say B no, not B no say, Baby no also want me for self-employed income and kobo. So that one is correct, but not correct for this answer. Because so we are self-employed.
I say appeal dismissed because Kofi cannot mix employed and self-employed income.
So although that is true, that's so evidence we income to meet the financial requirements. You cannot mix your self-employed income to that in a way to meet that, because then but for this particular scenario, and I'm saying no meet the requirements, when the application was made in judge be allow appeal. Because everything afterwards is the discretion of the judge to take into consideration. But legally, also a outside application was taken to evidence produced or in front of the decision maker at the time of the application. So judge make a decision otherwise. Say, since sometimes the judge they can make that decision. On bet my catch say I also meet the requirement and still and now yaba court because a judge will take all evidence in a whole or in the round at the date of the decision. That is if you do so in country application. That is the applicable rule. Judge na betime the evidence arise after the decision, you know, betime take into consideration, but outside the you were say your man and yenisa. So yenisa yebeko seek permission to appeal against or non decision our making as making error of law.
Okay.
So that is why it's C.
Abusia, senior etienne no quiz no, and no same time next week we will bring you another quiz. Inti yeah, penifo ba na omo eka bibi ewo dwumedi so na wahye bi enso sebe wo de koto omo a ai Richard me saade we me say mo lawyer for no mo hwe na mo nka ne yi na se nkrofo immigration nema wo mo kabut.
Well, I don't know say yo. So I will hold it there.
Na just say we be obi to the extent say cabo sales and immigration abam.
Well, it's a quite a cabo there come and McDonald's, you know. So what happened is that they have their
lawyer the briefcase near the engine also say COVID into me here office na she am wo kwa ho na obi in car boot na
so your friend holding out now, you know, so solicitors regulation and necessary a serious offense if you hold out as a solicitor and offer especially immigration advice. Very serious. And I am a photo and say me wo case be obi de me last week na or say obi appeal application man in general me free home office whilst ma me ne kunu no ho no omo say wo ye application o je omo sika no omo nti bibia bi mo omo ye bibia so na code no ko the phone so nti me free home office say omo anti change bibia na ya setting up na me say na ne office wo he na nka me free no so ni office na me say na he na mo hia no ana o say oh say omo pon asore no meeting omo wo
McDonald's
and I'm so a lawyer no say was so a lawyer. I'm saying, but what about you? Do you know he's also a lawyer? On your lawyer. But I'm saying, ready. I'm saying, yeah, go over that. This is I'm saying, nipa bebre.
No, there is a car boot law no party. Come from your program, you so in your consultation 1 or 2 in the had. Anyway, we say, and it be balance and not tradition be anywhere or see a breaking. And lawyer Richard. Time na so ne files no enform that files ni nyina na nyini. Well, that's what I want anyway. Say mobama na adwuma aye na say be waboa yen so ama itimia. But me man about a minute or two na bibi o de be giant at least for the next week, you know. Na yemfa emoyen tomorrow and Sunday sorry jumedi. So Lord
I mean time is gone. It's gone. So just a quick one in summary. So if you are a nurse or you are somebody in Ghana who would like to apply to come to the UK under the skilled worker routes, there are requirements you have to meet, as same as any other immigration application that you have to meet requirements. Now, today we talked about coming in as a nurse. Okay. Now, there is this magic points you have to actually get before you can make an application. That is 70 points.
70 points.
Now, let's do as students will do, recap. So, Tina, we said that 70 points, you will get 20 points from getting the job offer. You have 20 points for being the nurse and being a registered nurse as the profession.
Yes.
That is 40. And then you get a 10 point from meeting the English language requirement. That is 50. And this 50 points is a mandatory points you should get. Now the 20 points can be tradable. When we say tradable, we mean that you can replace it with something else. So if your employment offer the salary that you're gonna earn is over 25,000, that will give you 20 points straight away. So that is great. Then you add that to 50, you get your 70 points. Now I also say that although you've got your 70 points, there are some small things inside there that you should be aware of. For example, you should be able to show that you have some funds available to you that when you come before you are paid, you could survive, you could maintain yourself without recourse to public funds. and therefore that income is about 1,003. It should be in your account for at least a month or so. That means that the money is available to you to spend. You should have a certificate showing that you are not a criminal, or even if you are, it has a Rehabilitation Act kicked in. It has gone to some point that is no longer something that they can use against you. The application is made online. You go to the Gov UK website, you type in skilled worker visa, it will come up, you complete your application. The fees is so generous, £230 or so if your offer is for 3 years. The good thing about this visa route is that it will lead to settlement. So you, after the 5 years, that is, you have to, in order to get settlement, you should be in the UK for at least 5 years.
Okay.
So after the 5 years, you can apply to remain in the UK indefinitely. You can also bring your spouse, your children, family members with you to the UK on this point-based system. So the community, the advice is that now that the EU law is going down and we may not be able to rely on that to come here, let's switch the attention to the points-based system. It's very effective. We are yet to see people coming forward, although we're getting so much queries on this route. Please do seek legal advice in relation to applying as a skilled worker. The definition is very broad. It could be anything. You will be surprised. So please just seek advice. Whatever you do that is best, that you think you are best in it, seek advice. You may come under a category that we have not even mentioned. So as we use nurses as a point of reference, so as other areas you can apply to come in on the point-based system, and then you can remain here indefinitely as well. So this is, but when I had the beja for now, I mean, the American church will be a man, so 30th of June deadline, me pacho. Monye application, so permanent residence, so residence card, now once I will come out from EU law, you have to do the application. Yadamasi na medama maintenance na me senior so some have me every into with the same time, hopefully other time we
hopefully they are cotton junk mill and thank you so very much for your time. It's been worth the while. Sir Lawyer Richard Nkrumah, Nkrumah. Okay. The RBN. RBN is a brand that you would have to. RBN brand na. Enye kitwa akra ebi ena ehye no sisi a na say enya asem kitwa ono a wo ne face mask ono a wo na abrate pa anyway I was for say wote yenka na yene Lawyer Richard Bodu Nkrumah ena edi jumei asida enkoma na balance na no memfa asida ema mini aba na mayeti se oba ebedom yen na fe ohwe ema yede yen updates ni ade no ede ebrewo san so ena yewo yenua Richard ewo aha ono nso so ede detail ni nyina ede bre yen na ebi nso so memfa asida ema mo ba line so enyina. Let me just put this across. Well done to lawyer and partner Richard, Supremo numero uno. Hey. Oh, that was for me. Oh, hooray. And we are also grateful to all our Facebook families, friends and supporters who have stayed solidly behind us for decades. We appreciate you all. Minim say me do be 3 points for no so because of number 3 was so 3 points. Don't worry. I'll pay that definitely. All the members of staff our BWF solicitors, issue lawyer for tertiary now whilst we're doing this program, they keep sending us updates and backing up all the information we bring you. It's a family affair, it's a family thing, it's a teamwork. And yada omunyina so assess and so that encore a part more do for the aesthetic style and of course the touch to the program. And Sheila Ankra Accra for the administrative production. Efrem Uriku Owusu from Point 2. Executive producer Bernard Owusu, thank you so very much. I was here, any more EBC, Yame Eya Doma. Ebi also Mami Fasada, Emma Abawa Radio, NFA PAAM TV. We've got others coming up to say, yeah, we want to be a part of all this. And definitely, we will be granting you access because we want the community to benefit. The umbrella is the community and supported by BWF Solicitors. Have a good time.
Yeah. Jesus, you're my everything, yeah. My everything is you, Lord. Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Everybody say, many things you've done for me. Words are